So Torp here. Ain't this a bitch? I've been talking about this here anti-multi-app thing that DoorDash has going on. No shit, dude. It's for real. Check this out. Just yesterday, I think it was that or the day before, I was telling you guys about that situation I had where I went to GE Electric, the aviation center, but I saw 68 items or 80 items, whatever the hell it was. It was massive. I'm like $7 payout for 4 miles. I'm like, somebody full of shit. I knew I had to see it. It didn't matter whether or not I was going to unassign it. I'm at 99% right now, fixing to go back to 100% because I don't take shit unless I want to do it. You see, that's the difference between me and some of these motherfuckers. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? That is real money. But I ain't stupid enough to do $2.25 for 6. But I'll sure the fuck do 4 miles for $7 with the potential of it going higher. And sure as shit, it turned into $75. So, next fucking day, guess what happens? That was yesterday, yo. That was yesterday. Today's date on this video. That was yesterday. Today, they brought back that stupid shit where they're not showing you the item count. I had that shit back in the summer of 21. Went away. It lasted for about 3 or 4 weeks. I guess it's about 3 or 4 weeks. And then, boom, went away. I was like, thank God, I can see the item count again. Well, you know what an item count is for? An item count is for cherry pickers. That means I'm only going to take an order at $6.25 if it's showing like 4 items from a big restaurant. They knew what we was doing. They knew what we was doing. They was giving it to us as a courtesy. Look, this is a lot of items. You might want to be prepared. You might want to get your bags ready. Or unlike some other people in the community, they don't give a fuck about bags. They're anti-bag for some reason. They're like, I don't want to hear about bags no more. God damn it. No more bag talk. I do it my way. Fuck you. Fine. Do it your way if it's working for you. But I use bags on purpose. You know why? Because I'm a smoker. Here, check this out. Watch this. I'll prove it to you. Yep, just lit up a cigarette. That's why I like to use bags. Number one, is because I smoke in the car. These people are not going to smell cigarette smoke on their food. And also, no ashes are going to go flying into those bags of food. I got a little respect for my customers, more than I can say for some people that are anti-bag. The other thing is, have you ever dropped something, even once? Let's say you've been doing this shit for 3 years and you got 15,000 deliveries. I'm not even exaggerating. I've seen channels where that shit shows. You got that many deliveries. Have you ever dropped something just once? You know, if you drop it while you're holding that plastic bag, that shit's going to go flying, man, like it's spring-loaded. God forbid you got a drink in your hand or a holder of 3 or 4 drinks. You got one hand with the bag that some numbnut tied, plus a drink holder with 3 or 4 oversized fucking drinks where they come up with these sizes like fucking Steak and Shake, I'll never know. The goddamn things are like a 2-liter, and they got a little lid on that's barely pressed on. I am not chancing that shit, dude. I don't give a fuck how proud you are that you can handle this job without a bag. I'm more proud of the fact that I don't have to call Dasher support saying I dropped the drinks. Or go back in the restaurant, I dropped the drinks. Because you know your shoe gonna be on top when you least expect it. You know you're going to trip over some fucking snow, or there's going to be a slippery spot here in the Midwest. You just barely, what? There went the shit. Guess what happens? You got that shit in the bag hits the ground, probably all right. You got those drinks in your hand, and nothing you can do about that. But look at this. You put a bag on your left arm with the hoops, and just hold that shit, you know what I'm saying? Hold it with your left arm. You got the drinks in the other one. I hit the fucking standby on the phone and slip it in my back pocket. That's just making it to the car. I ain't calling Dasher support. Everybody's talking about time management and miles to fucking ratio. I'm like, wait a minute. How about calling Dasher support because you was stupid and thought, I don't need a fucking bag. Hot bags are for pussies. Fuck bags. You know what? Some of my fucking haters over there in Philadelphia and Jersey, They fucking talk about, no, hey, I don't want to hear about bags. Fuck bags, fuck bags. Well, you know what? Bags are a big part of it. Because they're not only better for the customer, but they're better for you. All right, let's say you're not worried about the customer. Fine. Low tip. You took the job. Whatever, that's fine. But how about you? How about the one that's got to sit in the parking lot for a whole fucking 20 minutes explaining that you're going to be late because you got to go back into the restaurant and tell them what happened and hope that they're gracious enough to pop you up with a new set of drinks. Which, by the way, once you accept the order, you go in and say confirm. You don't even know what the fucking drinks are anymore. You got to hope that they can pull that shit back up unless you screenshotted it and see what the drinks actually are. Then you got to contact the customer and say, I'm going to be a little bit late. I dropped the drinks, but I'm getting it taken care of. I ain't trying to mess with all that. How about just do the job right to begin with? Oh, you afraid what your friend's going to say? Oh, he had a hot bag. He had a hot bag in his hand. What a little sissy Mary. Oh, come on. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Are your egos that big to where you can't handle a fucking insulated bag zipped up to where at least you're covering your own ass? And you know damn good and well, all these customers, they hiding behind those curtains. They can see you coming. It's like, man, this motherfucker used a hot bag. I got a 4.96 rotating back from a 5.0, goes back and forth 2 years running. And you going to tell me the fucking customer ratings don't matter? Dude, I got off the Diamond program, and I'm going to be losing Top Dasher on the 2nd of the 1st of February. Then I'll be going. I had them both. They ain't worth the fuck. I've been getting large order programs for some damn reason. I think it's because of my ratings. In the last 2 days, I've been killing that shit. Unbelievable. I usually get them once a year. The first year I got one, I thought it was by accident, but now I think it's because of my ratings. So all this anti-bag shit. All right, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Everybody's been waiting for it, so here it comes. Mr. Flex himself says, I don't want to talk about bags. Because I see people in his live talk, why is she using a bag, Flex? He's like, we ain't talking about bags. We ain't talking about, very funny, motherfucker. We ain't talking about bags. He is so anti-bag, it ain't funny. He's like, I got my crate. I'm doing great. He is doing great. But the message he's sending to other people is like, man, don't even worry about that bag, bro. Fuck that bag. Look at me. I'm Mr. Cool. I got this perfectly shaved beard. I got all these trolls on my live. Everybody's happy as fuck. Fuck the bags. I'm like, no, fuck that. The bag is better. The bag is better. Paint it black and paint Mr. Flex is the man on it, Mr. Flex. Just do that. Then everybody will have a bag, right? On your live, all your subscribers will all have a bag that says it's blacked out. It's a beautiful bag, man. It's a manly bag. Ain't nobody going to see the contents. What are you worried about, man? You carry that Big Mac up for $16. Nobody's going to know what's in it. Say, no, man, this is a cherry. Ha! Feel the pun? So what I'm saying is that if you're going to listen to somebody tell you not to carry a bag, say, how about this, Mr. Flex? I'll give you a challenge. You get a black bag and put Mr. Flex in silver or gold, as you like to see yourself. Just put that on the bag. Mr. Flex in gold. Ha! How about that? I guarantee you every one of those people on your live and your subscribers will have a black bag that says Mr. Flex is the DoorDash God. See what I'm getting at here? That's why I like using the bag. I don't give a fuck what people think about me. If I did, I wouldn't be on YouTube. But for some strange reason, I've been on YouTube for half a minute now, and guess what's happened? I picked up more subscribers than I had in the last, I just got back on here doing this about 5 years ago. About 5 years, right after I got married. My wife has been so supportive of me, I could give a fuck what other people think. See, I got a partner. I got a lifetime partner. I got a love of my life. I give a fuck what anybody on YouTube thinks about me. That's what kills me. These motherfuckers think a mocked up video is going to do some damage. I'll tell you what's going to do some damage. Sit in that fucking parking lot for 20, 30 fucking minutes explaining that you had to get some new drinks. Or that you fucking dropped the bag because you was not man enough to say, I'm not putting a bag on my arm. That's pussy. That's sissified. I'm too big of a man. I'm Flex. I can carry this without a bag. Motherfucker, whatever. That's his claim to fame. All right, fine. You know what my claim to fame is? satisfied customers making money, no contract violations, no deactivations, and a following. And what I mean by following is people that actually get what I'm saying. They don't follow me, but they follow what I'm saying. And what I mean by following is they approve of this message. Doesn't mean they agree with it, but they mostly approve of it. I ain't gotta fucking play a game to get people to hear me. I think that's why I'm growing, is because I'm keeping it real. So this new program that rolled out last summer in 21, and it started in 21, and then it really kind of beefed up in 22. Now it's back again. Item count's gone. So DoorDash just gave the middle finger and a big old bend over without lube to the cherry pickers. I'm still a cherry picker. I love cherry picking, but they're making that shit hard. They're making that shit real hard. So I say, fine, fuck you. You make it hard, tear it up. Just tear it up. Make it as hard as you want to make it. All you're going to do is fuck up the newbies, because see, the way you had it, they could go on YouTube and say, oh, the item count and the restaurant's expensive. So they could roll with it and they'd be more intrigued to stay on the platform. Now, even the experienced ones can't do that. It's like, I see a 625 payout. The miles ain't half bad, maybe a mile or two over, but I can't see the items, so I have no clue. See, this is where the unassigned is going to come in, because if you get to the restaurant and you don't know the item count, once you say arrived, you get to see the item count. Or sometimes some of our apps, I've noticed, not some of our apps, some of our areas show you once you've accepted it and you're on your way, then you can see the item count, but it makes no never mind. It's still an unassigned at that point, as you guys know. And for those of you in Real Linda that don't know, once you accept an order, you can see the item count. You cannot see it before that. Once this rolls out back into your neighborhood, because it just popped up into mine back again today, it shows you the merchant, shows you the drop-off. The item count is gone yet again. I know they're trying to kill the cherry pickers. The multi-appers, trying to kill them. So what happens next? On your way to the restaurant, you see 625, you see 5 miles, and it's a house, you might get 725. But if you see a big industrial complex, you see that address, you type it into Google and see what the name of the industrial complex, the customer is, you say, oh shit, that's 1820 items. You got a shot in the dark on making bank. But if it's just going to some suburban house, it says 625, you might be looking at 11. You might be looking at 12, 10, who knows? It's likely going to be better. But if it's 2 items and you don't like the neighborhood, now, instead of declining, you've got to unassign. They give you 20 of those per 100 orders before you bye-bye, which I think is actually kind of reasonable. 20 is not bad, because you get those back pretty quick. I'm at 99, and I strive to stay way above 96, only because it keeps all the stress off of me. If I get to a situation where I know I need to get the fuck out, I don't want to be there. One of the people that worked there told me it's going to be another 20 minutes, and shit's just all jacked up. I'm like, I got to go make some money. I can't deal with this. I don't even want to be here. The biggest luxury of DoorDash is being able to say, I'm out. You ain't got to tell DoorDash. You ain't got to tell the merchant. You ain't got to tell the customer. You ain't got to do shit. Just unassign that motherfucker and leave. Bye. And they give you 20 of those per 100 orders. 20. Man, you can't fucking beat that. That's why I don't abuse it. I see some of these people, they're doing like fucking 85 and 84% completion rate. I'm like, man, you know what? You want to fuck up DoorDash, go ahead and do it. That's on you. Uber Eats is so much better for you than do Uber Eats, because you got to jack that shit up. I think DoorDash is still the #1 platform, in my opinion, because it still works. I decline 4 orders in a row, I get the banger. The whole thing takes 5 minutes. At the end of the day, I'm making more money cherry picking than I was accepting all the garbage that they call diamonds. And I'm being honest about this. The diamonds were bullshit to me. Everybody's talking about, yeah, but you're getting $2 per mile. It's like, my starter don't give a fuck. My transmission don't give a fuck. My brakes don't give a fuck. My time, my ADD don't give a fuck. $2 per mile don't mean shit if I gotta start that motherfucking car 15 times in fucking 2 hours. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. Wait for traffic, wait for lights, wait for slow merchants. Fuck $2 a mile if I'm happy as fuck and actually making a profit at $1.25 a mile. Do that shit 10 times a day, you're sitting at $1.20. Do it 10 times a day, you're sitting at $1.20 if it's $8.25 or better. I'm here in the Midwest. I'm in Kentucky. I ain't worried about $2 a mile. If I was, I wouldn't be doing any gig work. What I'm looking at is when I start to when I finish. When it averages out, when it evens out, that's what I'm worried about. Fuck $2 a mile. In my market, that ain't never been a thing. Every once in a while, you get those crazy ass bangers. Man, from what I'm hearing on YouTube, people are just like, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it unless it's $2 plus per mile. Like, I don't know where the fuck you live, but if you gotta wait for $2 plus per mile, do not come to Kentucky. Do not. Because if you do come to Kentucky and you're looking for $2 plus per mile, you came to the wrong state. It don't exist. It don't exist. It's what we call a banger. $2+ a mile? Hell no. The best part is, though, if you choose your hours, if you choose the right destinations, if you choose the right market. Well, what I mean by market is the area of your market. If you know your zone, you're going to kick it better than someone that's waiting on $2 an hour, $2 a mile. You're just going to do way better than that. Way, way, way better than that. Man, I ain't got no issue with anybody that does it their own way. I'm just telling you how I do it and what I'm saying. And what I know is this. From anti-bags at $2+ per hour, that shit would fucking sink me. I'd be in DoorDash bankruptcy. All right. Well, I brought up a name again, but in a negative way, so I'm going to bring up another name in a positive way. I see that DoorDash sucks. He's rising up in views, and his channel is contradicting his message. Unlike Mr. Flex, which is supposed to be one of the best, he shits on everybody that disagrees with him. DoorDash sucks, doesn't disagree with everybody that disagrees with him. He's giving everybody some leeway. He meets them in the middle. He realizes that people disagree with each other, hear things wrong, see things wrong, and he's still in the middle, which I love. That's why I subscribed to him, shared his video the other day. And I would also like to say this about DoorDash sucks. He reminds me of the DoorDash revolution and Hot Facts with Robert Reese. These men are absolutely not in a clique. They are absolutely individuals. That's who I am. I'm an individual. So before anybody thinks, I know you ain't talked to this guy, you're not commenting on his videos, but you say you like him, it's because we're not a clique. We respect each other and we're listening to each other when we can. I'm not out here on YouTube to make sure somebody knows I like the color of their shoes or the color of their hair or the way they drive their car. I'm not here to say this man's making sense, and I will repeat that once in a while because these men do make sense. They ain't out to fucking dissolve the idea that we're all on the same page, we're all co-workers. But there's always that co-worker at work, and you know who I'm talking about. You get there and it's like, oh fuck, not this shit again. This job ain't worth it. I avoid those motherfuckers like the plague. I avoid them like wet socks. You know what I mean? I'd rather wear some clean fucking socks, clean shoes, and do it my way. I ain't putting on wet socks for nobody. All right, that analogy caught you in a good way. Good for you. You get it. If it caught you in a bad way, apparently you in the lounge. There was. I said it again. I ain't afraid of nothing. What are you going to do? Mock me up again? Plenty of clown cartoons, man. Go ahead. Tear it up. Hope you spend your day doing it, too. While you're doing that, I'm going to be out there making bank. In the infinite words of the trolls of the lounge, go fuck yourself. In the infinite words of Torp. Have a good one. Torp out.